What's up, everybody? I'm Albie13. Okay, so this video is a different approach. I'm going to be explaining what we put together here, and I'm going to be talking about a little bit about obviously space, the nebulas, galaxies, solar system, the sun, but we're also going to be talking about programming and how this is achieved in a matter of a couple of hours to really make it nice. We can create something like this. Let me go ahead and just run this through a little bit of the visuals so you can see what I would say the impressiveness of it. And so this is all created today from scratch. And basically, we get something to work on, and then we can use AI to continue to work on the different parts of the program to give us what we want. And that's where we end up with this. So let's see, into the sun right there. Just give you a little demo. Okay. Go all the way out, all the way in. That's always fun. Okay. So what are we seeing here? I think the nebula is cloud-like, and you see this concentration in the middle. It's very hard to see, especially on internet videos. But you could see here that we have like all of this stuff around. Stop the movement here, and we can begin to zoom in, and we're actually just zooming in on a galaxy that is in here. So we scale down into the galaxy, and we're seeing other things exterior. We're seeing like the structure, the shape of the galaxy, and we're seeing like these clouds and things that are all meant to be as realistic as we can put together with this type of simulation. And so there's a lot of technical details which I can just kind of read off more about in regards to all the things that we're trying to do with the simulation. But as we go into the solar system, it's really difficult to make everything completely accurate and function. But I focused on a few things. We wanted to have like like something that is impressive to look at in terms of we have all these different kinds of planets that are represented with their colors and colorations and stuff, even to the point where some of the planets have their own moons, which you could see there. This Earth-like planet has a actual single moon surrounding it, and if we look at one of these smaller ones here, we could see the little tiny moons that are orbiting there. You could see it in that planet as well. And then on the sun, I really wanted to kind of reach a point where I just kind of had the idea to see if I could pull it off to kind of create a solar flare system. So it's really difficult to make a realistic sun. And so we're kind of like trying to show what this sun is like, having its, surface, and having, the solar flares begin to be simulated. I think that I'd like that to be animated where it will kind of like go through and have a little bit more of a kind of flame-like finish to it. So there's more to be done, but it's still, I think it's pretty fascinating to look at when you look at it as a whole. And then you're trying to get into the surface of the sun. We're having some effects that are kind of trying to show that, and we have the core of the sun, of course, which is just kind of showing us, what the center of this entire scaled thing is. And basically, now in terms of like the AI side of things, programming side of things, when you talk about the coding here, like essentially to achieve something like this, we've broken down each of the different scales into their own function. So when I'm in the galaxy view, this entire galaxy is being dictated by the code that's in the function of the galaxy. And this entire nebula code is in the function of the nebula. And of course, when we go down to the solar system, we have a function that controls the planets, the size of them, where they're positioned, where they, what their orbit paths are, and the sun is included inside, nested inside all of the, um, what controls the way the sun looks and how it has all these, gradient effects and all these kinds of things, particle effects and all these things. And we have obviously an area for the asteroid belt, which is pretty cool. And we have that being also, um, what would we say, in the code, right? And we actually have something that auto rotates when we push a button, so we have that in there too. So all these are the different kinds of things that we have, and and the reason why I'm explaining that beyond understanding how AI is going to be good at coding things and an expert at coding things, especially when it masters how to code in the best way. Um, right now, I'm telling the AI to program in this way, and then it just programs. I certainly could not program this from zero to all of this in 2 hours, and I don't even know how much I could really achieve in how much time. You end up kind of having this human like quality where you're like, well, how much time do I want to dedicate to this? How much research do I need to do? Is this worth it for me? And is there a better way to do it? And all these kinds of things. And so coding has never been my strong point, be the forte, but um, it is something I've always been interested in and something I've always liked to do. So now with AI, that I can do a lot more, as you can see, as demonstrated. I think the point is that it's not me that's becoming a better coder. It's me that is, I'm getting a little bit better at coding, but most of what you're seeing is I'm getting better at using AI, and AI is getting better at coding. And so there's this whole synergistic ball, right? There's this whole ball where I get better at coding, AI gets better at coding, I get better at directing the AI gets better at focusing on the functions, as I just explained a little earlier. And all of a sudden, you just continue to have better and better and better. And so we're better off where we were a year ago. We're better off where we were 2 years ago. And another year, we'll be better off than we were in the past as well. So that's basically my main points about showing you the demonstration, explaining what's going on here in the program, and also showing you what's going on here with AI and showing you what's going on here with what I'm producing. So thanks for watching. Hope you found that interesting. We'll catch you on the next production.